Hey everyone, it is the Angry Honey Badger here, and it is time for the late version of Badger's Picks. I just got back into town, so we're gonna see who's free this week and what 4 champions I'm gonna recommend. Free this week, it looks like we're gonna get Braum, Corki, Galio, Gragas, Heimerdinger, the new chick whose name is Callista, that's right, Morgana, Rise, Skarner, and Xin Zhao. As for my first recommendation for this week, I'm gonna throw it over to Corki. I've always been a fan of Corki. I think he's a champion a lot of people should know how to play. He does all types of damage too. He does physical damage with his autos. He also does true damage with his autos because of his passive, if you don't know about that. And he does a lot of magic damage, which is why a lot of people will build Sork Boots on him. So you get a lot of magic penetration. His build paths can vary a little bit. And he's just a really good champion. He's just a strong ADC. He's got a good escape built in. He's got some decent poke and some decent clear. He just kind of is a good all-arounder, I think, personally. So, Corki's really fun to play. If you haven't had a chance to play him or try him out, I think this is a great time to do so. As for my next recommendation for this week, I'm going to throw things over to Xin Zhao. Now, he's really kind of done quite well in the new jungle. We found that sustained junglers have been doing pretty well early on. He is to a certain degree a sustained jungler because he does get the passive life when he has a point into his W, and does give him passively increased attack speed, or not passively, when he activates it, he gets more attack speed, which helps clear. He's always been a strong early ganker. I believe in Season 2, I used him a lot when I was just kind of learning just him in general, I guess, or just jungling a little bit more. But he's just incredibly strong at those early ganks because he's got good armor shred, he's got the good little bit of slow on him, and the knockup, and that is a lot of crowd control actually to bring into lane if anybody else has a little bit of crowd control. It sets up really easy pre-level 6 ganks that are very successful. So if you're looking for a jungler right now to be trying out, maybe you're bored of Warwick, and maybe you're bored of Pantheon, since those two are probably the strongest two right now, you might want to try out Xin Zhao. He's pretty darn good. As for my next recommendation for this week, I'm going to throw it over to Callista. Now, the biggest reason why I'm throwing it over to her this week, besides the part where she's free, and I know most people probably don't own her, if you are still really interested in free week champions, because if you're not interested in free week, it's probably because you own all the champions. So, but if you don't own her, because she is new, I think you should play her, and there's a few reasons for this, and it's not because I think she's super good. I don't think she's super bad. I believe she is almost, at least from what I've seen, competitivishly and just from noobishly standpoints, watching all types of people play her, she is pure skill-based ADC. I've seen her be successful because people utilizing her passive correctly, and I've seen her very unsuccessful when people don't use it correctly. I think the biggest thing you can learn with her this week while she's free is learn how to kite while running away with her, because she does it very, very well, since she can do it and dash quite far, and you can keep just autoing and jumping further and further back. So always remember, always be autoing and jumping backwards when you're being chased. Don't just run, that's not helpful. You can kill people while kiting them really easily with her when you do this, and that's the difference that'll make you either good with her and kind of bad with her. And as for my final champion recommendation for this week, I'm gonna throw it over to the Donger. Now, Donger, I haven't seen him played a lot recently, and I kind of want to recommend him because of it, to be honest. I played him a little bit after his rework. I know a lot of people actually were playing him, and a lot of people have been having fun with him. I think the rework was justified when they did it, and I think it made him a lot better. And we've seen it on and off a little bit, but other than that, I haven't seen him too much recently. If I do have one tip, though, if you're going to be playing him, he seems to do very well in top lane. Couple reasons for this. He can bully out a lot of the top laners, so one reason's that too. Also, he has decent coverage with his turrets in top lane if he does get ganked. Also, I think in my old build of him, I kited the junglers through your turrets, and you can pretty much fight 2 people within your turrets, so that's one thing to be aware of. Now, one thing to also be aware of is if the jungler comes in and they have smite up, they can smite your turrets, and if you put them all too close and they are running the ranger item, they're going to smite all of them and deal damage to all of your turrets. So you got to be careful about that. So keep your turrets a little bit spread out so they don't get hit by that smite. But those are the 4 champions I am going to recommend for this week. Sorry that this was late. I was out working for work, and I was out of town. So that's why it's late, and then I got delayed, so it's even later now. But yeah, that's unfortunate. We're going to do patch notes tomorrow, so look for that tomorrow morning. Click on any of these if I have the annotations up. I'm going to post this right away once I finish it, though, so if there's no annotations up, the YouTube search bar, if you just type blank and build video or honey badger, you're going to get the video if I have it anyway. So try it that way if you're looking for anything as well. And other than that, just good luck out there this week on the fields of justice.